As I was giving my sermon this morning, this is September 8th, 2013, the feast of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, I realized that on this day, 26 years ago, Mary dispelled the darkness in my life. I've been trying to sort out the traditionalist problem, the church problem, ever since the early 1970s when my family quit the Novus Ordo. And elsewhere, I've discussed in a piece I just published in answer to a question, what convinced me we need an elected pope. That event, that final event, happened 26 years ago today. A friend of mine had been discussing the papal election, and I had been negative. I said, the cardinals are supposed to elect the pope. It's in Pius XII's decree, and we're supposed to obey church law. His reply, quoting from the only Vatican Council of 1869 to 70, Peter will have perpetual successors in the papacy. But this is a doctrine of the divine Catholic faith. Any law gets out of the way for doctrine. All right? We can't have contradiction. God does not contradict himself. So, to interpret the law in such a way as to deny a doctrine of the faith, we can't do that. So I knew that there was an exception. And indeed, aren't these exceptional times? That's what everyone keeps telling me. And yes, they are. And that's what convinced me. This was a life-changing day in my life, because I realized several things. One, we had to elect a pope. Two, it is my duty as a Catholic to do all I can to bring about that papal election. And three, it would be possible to fulfill my vocation to the priesthood, to submit myself to the Pope elected and ask him, do you think I have a vocation or no? And that was my plan. Didn't really think it out much at the time. I just knew we had to do the job. And I forged ahead. And obviously you can see the result. Not only did we elect a pope, I happened to be elected pope. That was never my plan. No, I did not seek the papacy. I sought a pope. I figured when it came together, we'd elect someone. I didn't even think about for a year. I didn't think about who we would elect, because that's not important. As the prayers say that in the church, the Pope whom God has chosen. I left that in his hands. But yes, and I think about that, and I'm thinking back over the last 26 years. Would I do anything different? Oh, in lots of areas, yes. But in pursuing the papal election, absolutely not. It was my duty as a Catholic then, and I see it as would have been my duty. I would have no choice. To fail in that duty, I would ensure one thing: my damnation. And I can't. We're not supposed to do that. So I'm kind of celebrating a birthday of my own. The birthday of coming to a realization of how the church would be restored. And I thank God, and I thank the Blessed Virgin Mary, because I'm sure she had a big part in that. I didn't think about it at the time, but in looking back, the Blessed Virgin Mary has been very good to me. She's been very good to all of us. As the mediatrix of grace, she's sending tons of graces down on us all the time. And so, happy birthday, Mary, and thank you for that present 26 years ago.